consequence of the ongoing 8th National Youth Games, the BRACED Commission has held discussions with sports development commissioners from the 6 BRACED states on the improvement of sports infrastructure, development, promotion, investment, and sports tourism, amongst others. The Director General of the BRACED Commission, Ambassador Keshi, who chaired the meeting of sports commissioners, chairmen of sports commission, permanent secretaries, and directors of sports at the VIP lounge of the Keshi Stadium, harped on the need for the BRACED state governments, Bayelsa, Rivers, Akwa Ibom, Cross River, Edo, and Delta states, through their respective ministries of sports development, to develop sports to attract private investment that will continue sponsorship and generate returns on investments made in sports. Quest Charles Gossipre reports that the meeting culminated with recommendations for sports development across the BRACED states and a BRACED soccer tournament hashed for the age group of 15 to 19 years. The BRACED states over the years have produced many global sports icons. Many players from these states are great ambassadors in the national teams and foreign teams, hence the need to sustain and improve on its representation. The Director General, BRACED Commission, Ambassador Keshi, in his keynote address, emphasized on the mandate of the Commission to fast-track the infrastructural and socio-economic development of BRACED states, particularly using sports.
In terms of political geography, we are known as the South-South. But in terms of trying to develop collectively, we are the BRACED. These 6 states, in 2009 in Calabar, decided on a common development agenda to drive their economic prosperity through economic cooperation and integration, not only to end poverty and underdevelopment, but to ensure that the region becomes globally competitive. And when I use the word globally competitive, we are not only talking about competing within the economic sphere, we are thinking of also competing within the social space, of which sports is an integral part of social development. So I naturally take it for granted that you all understand the impact of sports on the society, that you all understand the contribution of sports to the gross domestic product of a nation, that you all understand that sports builds harmony, sports build friendship, and that sports also has become a huge entertainment industry on its own. Apart from the glory it brings to individual successful sportsmen and women, and the pride that it gives to the nation. So when you put all together and you look at our situation, not just in this state, but in Nigeria, we are meeting against the background or the backdrop of our dismal performance, for example, at the last Paris Games.
Challenges facing sports development in individual states and at national level were tackled by representatives of the BRACED sports ministries from Delta, Bayelsa, and Akwa Ibom states.
The one key factor that is needed to sports development in the region is a strong culture of sports participation. The Director General rightly observed that we do not have enough competitions amongst the BRACED states, and that there is need for all states to come together and fashion how they can introduce more sports championship among themselves, competition. And with that, of course, it will help greatly, not only in creating awareness, but equally educating and attracting people into this wonderful human sports.
One of the factors that have also been a very discouraging thing for our national sports and its development. It is an attitude and it is becoming a syndrome. The must win syndrome. Host must win. I have seen a lot of athletes demoralized based on the fact that we have allowed the issue of hosting becoming a strength and a reason to win competitions. Why I say this, it's all over the country. I'm not being specific, it's all over the country. I can as well say it has also happened in my own state, and we have seen the handwritings on the wall of these things and how they happen. It affects the quality of our products. Because if the best cannot come out, then why are we investing in those sporting activities? So I would like to appeal to the BRACED Commission that in whatever we do, let's allow credibility and the reason for which we are doing this prevail.
Like a blueprint for BRACED that we are passing. And secondly, to try to see how we can ensure that the state governors in all the states, BRACED states, they are aware of this BRACED Commission, and they should also be given their responsibilities. Because as a matter of priority for the BRACED states, because most of the commissioners may not actually be like core sports people, we have just a few. But when the governors are aware of what's happening and they understand the validity and why it's important, they will make it mandatory for our senior stakeholders to be part of it. We have to see how we can enlarge stakeholder, not just the commissioner, to see how more prominent people in sports in the BRACED states can be made to become stakeholders. We need to ensure that people that attend the BRACED conference or meetings should actually be those that their input to be very necessary, which means you don't just accept people from states because they are there to represent, because the person that represents is very important and we have to convey the message.
Recommendations were also profiled for these challenges.
If other sports are packaged like that, I bet you, sir, they will also be able to get sponsorship. How do we package them? The government have to come in. The government have to play their role first before others can come in. You said British don't put money in football. You are very correct. I did analysis of the funding of sports in Britain, and I discovered that football pay money to governments.
Yes.
I discovered that tennis pay money to government. They don't collect. Other sports may collect, but those two don't collect. Rather, they pay more.
Sports collects.
How do you know the sports funding in Britain is at 3 levels: the government level, the local government, and the lottery. So all of them put money, but the biggest is the lottery. So, but they have been able to package their sport to that extent. If not, it will not be attractive. So I am pleading with you, sir,
Increase in the participation in sports programs and activities by increasing the number of young athletes identified and developed through sport academies and training programs. Growth in number of sports clubs and associations. Improvement in sport infrastructure development and maintenance by increasing the number of new and existing sport facilities developed or renovated. Increase in the number of successful athletes in national and international competitions. Increase in number of sports scholarship awards to Bayelsa State athletes. Improvement in sport administration and governance structure, ensuring increased compliance with sport regulation and laws. Enhancement of transparency and accountability in sports administration through effective management of sports budgets and resources.
Godson Ikadi and Lawrence Alabra, sports consultant to the BRACED Commission, presented the concept of a BRACED soccer tournament as a startup point for the process.
The BRACED soccer tournament is designed as an annual soccer championship for youth between the ages of 15 and 19. And it is developed as a strategic tool to largely promote regional cooperation and integration among the 6 BRACED states. It is also to explore the universal power of football as a key unifier to transform youth in the region into agents of change through sports, to ultimately change helplessness to aspiration in the overall interest of the future and enhancement of sustainable social and economic development. The BRACED soccer tournament is a one-week football championship that will bring together very talented kids from the 6 BRACED states to showcase their raw talent in high-profile football tournament. The best teams, exceptional individual players at the tournament will receive trophies and prize monies for their brilliant performance. The best players from each of the participating 6 teams in the tournament will be selected and groomed into a formidable regional team that will go on to participate in the prestigious Africa Youth Cup tournament in Cape Verde. That is one added value that we are giving to the BRACED Youth Tournament. We will ensure that the winners of the tournament will participate in our tournament because our tournament is an international tournament. It is the first tournament in Africa that you have foreign referees officiating.
So that the core persons in the individual states, armed secretaries, the directors are here, which shows that we have to only 2 of them we can get to the top. And the responsible is for women. And because of we too, we have this real feeling that for you to get technologically okay, it must come from the grassroots. Ironically too, we saw that the BRACED encompasses sport and all sports to be affected. But we now said, okay, let's take a pivot. Let's introduce football first because for the moment it's the unifying factor. So let us see how, if we can succeed in getting this one done, fine. Other ones will follow suit. If we can package ourselves properly, sponsorship will not be a problem.
With the outcome of the BRACED Commission brainstorming section to strategize and develop sports in the region to become socially and globally competitive, the next 10 to 15 years will witness the region producing more global sports icons and generating returns on investments made in sports. Charles Gosipri for Quest News.